Cool. Oh, that's cool. There's a stream URL that it automatically gives it to me. Thank you. Okay. All right, is everybody ready? Present and accounted for?
Chill.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, here we go. All right, so since this is a one-shot, and since we're not using Faerun as the setting for the game tonight, we are using a city that I have created and that has been played in, built, and developed by not just me, but by the players in our previous campaign. So that means Dano's previous characters and Ghost's previous characters are very, 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 very prominent figures within this city. They are referred to as stewards. There is a how many people was it? Six or seven? 6-person council that rules the city of Ellengrad. Each one of them lording over various different things. If you guys run into them tonight, if either Dano's old character or Hephaestus or Ghost's old character is brought up in any kind of way, you guys will voice them. And if you have, just do your best to wing it, and I'll roll with it as well. You'll get the gist of what's going on anyway. So, a little background about the city for... I need to call you all by your character's names, so it's hard to...
Newcomers.
Yeah. Ira and Phelan? Okay, so...
No, that's me.
Funny.
Oh, you're Phelan. Sorry.
I'm Phelan,
Ira
yeah.
and Cinnamon. Zinnia.
Yep.
Okay, so just a little
Who's
background.
who?
Ira is Turnip. Cinnamon is Astro.
Oh, we were wrong.
What?
We were wrong.
Cinnamon does sound like a turnip name. Yeah.
The hell?
100%.
Well, I do
Yeah,
really like
you can just
cinnamon.
call her Sin or Cinna. You have to go full cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Notes have lots of name, okay? I actually have like a bunch of other names that are also her names, but that's, you know.
Oh my god, Astro.
So like,
please.
No, go.
What? Gnomes have like traditionally like 5 to 6 names, and they just tell people 1 or 2 of them. Anyway, sorry, continue.
you're an, oh,
No,
it's
you're
a,
good.
she's a gnome. Okay.
Okay. So, since we were sort of dropping in to this game, the idea is that you all have been traveling as a party for a little while now. So you all are all familiar with each other. We're not going to do the whole awkward, hey, what's my face? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We're not doing that. You guys know each other. You guys care about each other. And the three of you who are not Ira are helping her. If you could please, Ira, describe yourself, like your physical attributes. You can tell them your class if you'd like. Well, they would know it by now. The god that you worship, god or goddess that you worship, and your quest, what you are doing and why the group is helping you do it. Like, you don't have to answer the second part, but at least explain your character's quest to everybody.
Okay.
Putting the new player on the spot. Let's go.
We have to start with me.
Okay, no, I've got. Do you want me to do it? Would it make you feel more comfortable if I just sort of laid it out a little bit, and then you can work? Yeah, I'll set the first scene, and then in the first scene, you all can go into more detail about it if you'd like. So, basically, the idea is, I'm gonna pull our chat up just to make sure I don't fuck this in any immeasurable way. All right, so Ira is on a journey or a quest to complete for her cult/religious group, however you want to refer to it. I think your word was cult.
Just a group of people.
Just a group of people who worship a god very fervently. This journey is, at its completion, she will be made the high priestess of the cult. There is sort of like a political split within the group that she comes from. They are a nomadic people that go around looking for portals. Basically portals to different dimensions, portals to different parts on the planet, portals to different planes of existence. So I guess we didn't really go over the details, but the idea is she's trying to find the portals. Good things and bad things can come from these portals depending on where the portal leads to, obviously. There is a competing person and group that is kind of doing the same thing that you all are doing. But these people, like, as you all are randoms, in respect to knowing Ira, this group is sort of like, it's not just like 4 people running about. It's like the whole opposite side of the cult, like the side that's in opposition to Ira finishing her journey. They have been basically hunting her the entire time. You all have your various reasons for helping her. We can explore those later on. You all can come up with them on your own. I have an idea as to why each one of your characters, if I wanted to implement it, why you guys would be helping. But we'll just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. So, at the very least, you all feel like you want to help Ira and protect her from these people who are basically chasing her all over Kingdom Come, trying to kill her or maim her, to stop her from completing her quest, because the person they want to prop up as High Priestess is on the same journey that Ira is. In doing so, in your travels, a little bit about, so just stop right there, and then just a little backstory about the world. The world has 5 major continents, each one of them ruled over by a ruling race. Every continent has the various races on them, but one race dominates each one of the continents. The continent that you all are on currently is the human-dominated continent, and it is broken up into various princedoms with a high king that every high prince, what's the word? Shows fealty to, it is honor bound to. You get what I'm saying? High king, and then a bunch of high princes who rule over their own domains. You guys are in a city, as I've mentioned before, called Ellengrad. Throughout history, Ellengrad has been known as a lost and cursed city. Anyone who went there never returned. There have been various ages throughout the history of this planet. In a previous age, the characters learned in the last campaign, and it's not widely known. So I'm going to sort of keep that. I don't. Just real quick, what's everyone's history number?
2.
You wouldn't know shit.
Oh, that's my bonus, if that mattered.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ghost, what's yours?
It's +2.
+2? Okay. Astro?
Wait, sorry, I zoned out. Initiative, did you say?
No,
History.
Your history. What's your history modifier?
+4.
Okay, and then if you look at your skills section. One. Okay, so nobody really is like a super duper history buff, so we won't get into what happened and what the city was back in those days. But what it is now is a city that has been restored to its prior glory. It went from being a ruined city to being a hub of trade, a hub of arcane inspiration, a hub of culture, and all the ancient technologies and magics that were once stored within this city have now been brought back up with via a divine forge, a astral observatory, a magical college that is headed up by one of the old characters. And the biggest part is that, as far as everyone is aware, the world is kind of ending. It's coming to an end of an age, for reasons we won't get into right now. This city has become a refugee hub. The stewards of the city are known throughout the continent as sort of a protectorate, like a all are welcome, all will be protected. Everyone can come here and sort of wait out the end of the age in the safest way that the stewards can provide to them. So, with that, knowing and the stewards are also known to like just help people when they are in need. So the group has come to Ellengrad in search of respite from the people who are trying to kill you all, and maybe seeking the help of the stewards who might be able to point you in a direction or know anything about the portals in which you all seek. You have traveled a long and arduous journey. You get to the gates of Ellengrad, and there is no resistance to get in. The gate is sort of in and out as you please for everyone, and that has its, issues and things that come with it. With that long journey and being starved and tired, you guys found your way to the marketplace in search of food. After asking around the town a little bit, they said that there is a fantastic restaurant that is reasonably priced and is rather entertaining as well. The owner, you guys are told, his name is Bucky, and the restaurant / tavern is referred to as Bucky's Bumpin' Bouncin' Bistro. Oh, give me just a second.
That is the dumbest name I've ever heard in my entire
Can you say
life.
that again? Bucky's Bouncing.
Bucky's Bumpin'
Bistro.
Bouncin' Bistro.
Oh, bumpin' bouncing. Got it.
Okay.
Fucking bumpin' bouncin'
Yeah.
Bucky.
Bucky's Bumpin' Bouncin' Bistro. Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
So, that is where we find you all now.
I wish I could talk to Bucky.
You might.
God help us all. God, no.
So that's where we find the group now. You guys are sat at a table waiting for whoever to show up and serve you. Oh, just a couple of other things about the world. Magic and technology are very, very advanced here, and it's to the point where like magic and technology are so deeply intertwined with each other that you can't tell the difference between technology and magic around here. Yeah, this is sort of like it's set in like a medieval-ish sort of like looking area, but like there are a lot of like modern creature comforts that come along with the high magic and high artificery and high engineering that is just seen throughout the world, especially on the human continent.
Do I need to put myself on the board?
Yeah, let me do that. I actually had placeholders for you guys. Let me just get them up out of here.
I have an icon. Where are we at? Now there's 2 of me.
And there. Okay.
Get rid of my.
Gotcha.
No, you. I can't move this one.
You can't move that?
No.
You have to give us perms to move the ones you set down.
Just get it out of here. I can bring mine.
Yeah,
Tell us where you want them.
All right, at that table, just this table here is where you all are sitting.
I forget. How do you put down?
Just drag it.
Just go to your
The
go to
third
journal.
icon over. Yeah.
And then find your character's name and drag it over.
God, you weren't lying about your fucking icon. Dana.
Oh,
It's
dude,
adorable.
it's the cutest fucking thing.
Man. Yeah, so if you all just go to the journal and find your character's name, you should. Yeah, there you
You
go.
said you used ChatGTP to make that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How do I do it?
Go to the journal icon where you like originally find
Top
your character.
right?
You find
I'm gonna
your-
get to do one for me.
Yeah.
and then find.
And then you just
character's
drag
name.
your character over by the name.
Yeah. There you go, Turnip.
Yay, there we go. Okay, so as you all are sat at this table, finally catching your breath, anticipating. You can smell the food coming from inside of the restaurant, inside of the bistro, and it does smell delectable. Although you all look around and you can see there are no meats being served here. Everything is it's vegan. Everything here is vegan to your taste or distaste. So we'll go. We can be quick about it, just so everybody has a chance. Like, we'll just get after it. We'll go down the list. So, Cinna, if you could describe your character quickly and maybe some of their interests and just like a little cool fact about them, and then we'll just go down the line.
Okay. Cinna is a forest gnome, pretty short even for a gnome. I think she's like 3 feet exactly. She's also pretty old. She's over 200 years old. She's got red hair with gray streaks in it, and she is an arcane trickster rogue. She's also shy, and it usually isn't leading the conversation, but she tends to follow her gut and her intuition for picking up information and listening to conversations and stuff like that. So.
Awesome. Okay. I'm not gonna remember the names. Phelan.
Phelan is a rock gnome. He is a druid adorned in typical druid robes, with some leaves and stuff on him. He carries a club that is entirely too big for him. He is about 200-something years old, long beard, long hair, kind of disheveled.
How do we both end up with 200-something-year-old gnomes?
Right?
That could be a thing. Maybe you all knew each other prior.
I mean, yeah, forest gnome and rock gnome, maybe.
There are rocks in the forest, I guess. All right.
Rocks in the forest.
Trees. There are trees by rocks.
God damn it.
All right. Let's go, Oren.
Blue, Dragonborn, Lightning Affinity. He's 30-something-year-old, and he's the son of a noble.
Okay. Just a little thing.
Like a low noble, not a high noble, but a low noble. Nobody important.
Every time you all enter or have up until this point, every time you all have entered, or especially and even entering into here, where you see, I mean, there are fae, there are animal kin, there are humans, giants, whatever. Like, the city is littered with various races. Everybody sort of gives Oren a look whenever he's just around. Like, as you all are sitting at this bistro, I'm not even gonna make you check for it. Everyone's like sort of like staring at Oren. In this world, Dragonborn are, especially chromatic Dragonborn, they are, one, they don't leave their continent. That is because if they leave their continent, they are accosted, treated very poorly, because back in the day, the Dragonborn, while they were enslaved at the time by Tiamat, and they were used for very horrendous things throughout the world. The halflings at one point were completely enslaved by Dragonborns. It is exceedingly rare to see one outside of their home continent, let alone walking about very candidly.
It is what it is. What are they gonna do?
Okay, and that leaves Ira.
Wait, no, you didn't say what class is Oren?
Oh, he's a sorcerer.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm assuming draconic sorcerer.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ira is 20 years old. She has short black hair. And she's quite small, so she's 5'4", and she only weighs about 100 pounds. She is a half-elf, and her class is cleric. and she worships Celestian. And then he explained a lot of it before, so.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you all are sitting there, let's start with some polite pre-dinner conversation. What would you guys like to do or talk about?
Well, so we're brought up to speed on her story, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have
Okay.
sort of like a large overview of it, like broad strokes. You don't know like particulars.
But we would know we're in danger right now.
I mean, you might be. Yeah, like you're
Right,
being-
that's a possibility. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure my presence doesn't help. At all.
This is like the hard part of D&D. I'm trying to get like the role play out, but it's
To
really
start?
hard unprompted. Yeah.
I got it. Well, Loss, are we just going to sit here? Do we know where the portals are?
I would assume that the portals are got to be somebody controlling them, right? They don't just let anybody wander through the portals, or there would be a lot more of my kind here, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, there's people guarding the portals. They're not just anywhere.
So if we ask one of the guards, I'm sure they can point us towards where the portals are. Just saying.
Well, we would need to know the guards.
So, all right, everybody make a perception check. So, just go to your character sheet, and you should just be able to click on perception. It should roll it automatically.
Character sheet.
21.
Yeah, if you pick up your character and then roll perception.
How do you
Why did it roll so low?
How do you have a 0 for perception?
Because
It's a 0
my
bonus.
character has a 19 intelligence, but like a 10 wisdom.
Nice.
Flat roll.
Nice.
My turn.
Yeah, so if you pull up your character sheet in the journal, again, it
Yeah,
should,
go
in
to
the
journal,
journal.
hit
Yeah.
Ira, and then it'll show up.
and then you should just be able to scroll down to perception and click on it in your skills.
And everybody can see mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's
I'm-
rolling mine twice.
That's if advantage procs. It'll do that. It's like a default setting. Okay. Turnip and Senna, you guys are exhausted, so paying attention is sort of difficult at this point. Oren, you can very easily see there are these gentlemen here just over sort of the barricade. They are all dressed in the same uniform, same sort, like same kit. You get they look like guards. So you know they're literally just like almost within shouting distance of you guys. They are centered around the central market square here, and you can tell, especially up here, like the central marketplace has been mostly repaired, but the fountain up here was completely shattered and destroyed and frozen over, and it is in the process of being rebuilt. The same goes for this building to the east of where you all are sitting. If you guys can see my red ping, that building was also completely destroyed, and it is currently being worked on by these three double-headed giants, and they all are just sort of like bickering back and forth with one another as they pick up heavy objects and set them, or nailing with their big clubs big metal spikes into wooden trellises to repair the building that was destroyed here. I think
what
I
happened.
muted myself. With a 21, Phelan. You see the guards and everything, obviously, but with your acute druid animal-like hearing, you could hear a soft ticking noise. Just a soft tick, 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 tick. And it's steady, it's rhythmic, and consistent.
I hear an infernal machine. Can I
Where?
tell where it's coming from?
It seems to kind of, it doesn't, it's sort of omnidirectional. Make a make an intelligence check real quick.
God damn it. Trying to click it. I want to roll. Alright, I'm rolling a d20 and it's +2.
Okay.
Oh, sick. Another 21.
Hey, there you go. Okay, it's omnidirectional because you sort of discern that there are multiple sources of this ticking noise, and like they're everywhere.
I want to go to where I hear it loudest and try and figure out if I can see what it is.
So you stand up, and how tall are you? Yeah.
Oh, like 3 foot. Yeah, same.
3 foot. You don't even really have to bend over. You just sort of walk underneath these people's table, and when you do that, you sort of like look up underneath the bottom of the table, and you see something that's been like plastered to the bottom of the table. You can't quite tell what it is. It just looks like putty, or just like a goo. But that's like the ticking noise is coming from within the putty substance.
Something unnatural is afoot. We should leave this area.
As you say that, this guy like looks under the table and he goes, "What the hell are you doing under there?"
You ever seen a device like this?
No.
My God, man, get it together. Have you seen it?
All I see is some goo stuck on it. It looked like someone chewing some gum stuck it underneath the table. What? And as you sort of bickering back and forth with this young animalkin, you see hopping out of the front door, a bunnykin. I forget what they're called in D&D, but you see this rabbit humanoid bouncing out of the bistro. He is humming a tune. His ears are sort of twitching back and forth, and he's hopping along. And he gets to the table and he goes, "I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't see you sitting there. My name's Bucky. Welcome to Bucky's Bumpin' Bouncin' Bistro. What can I get for you? Some drinks to start? Something to eat? We got plenty of carrots."
Oren looks at the
rabbit. He just sort of stares at you all expectantly.
Oren.
Cat got your tongue?
Oren looks at the rabbit, looks at the rest of the group, and goes, "Did he say carrots?"
Yeah, carrots are a delicacy here. It's like all we got. Well, there's some lettuce, some other stuff. Why?
She just has like a suspicious look on her face. She doesn't really respond though. She's like hesitant to respond, but she just has a suspicious.
Make a roll for insight really quick. Is there something? What are you finding suspicious about this person?
I guess for her, like, I guess my whole entire thing is like this type of environment is like wouldn't be something that she would enjoy, as well as like him just being so like happy, and like the food would be suspicious to her. She'd be suspicious of the food.
Okay. So you're just generally suspicious of everything going on. It's understandable. You've been hounded by people trying to kill you for a few months now. So Bucky looks at you all and he goes, anything at all, or should I just fuck off?
Do you have mead?
Well, yeah. We got plenty of that.
4 meads for my companions, and my friend the gnome over there is disturbed by something.
Still bickering with the rat man.
Yeah.
Well, little lady, what seems to be bothering you? And he's looking at Cinna.
No, not her. He's behind little wood gnome or rock gnome, rock gnome at the table behind us.
Our bickering gets louder.
Okay. Bucky hops back here. And he like looks underneath the table and he goes, "Oh, what the hell are you doing under there?"
Recognizing who it is, I quickly get on one knee and bow my head. Lord Bucky, have you ever noticed a machine like this?
He like squeezes under the table with you, like sort of like bustling you aside a little bit, and he just like looks up at it and he goes, "Ah, shit! They're sticking gum underneath my tables again. I swear
I've never heard of gum ticking
I'm gonna
like
have
this."
to put." Once you say that, he sort of like stops talking, and he like twitches his one big ear at it, and he goes, "Yeah, that's weird. I've never heard of ticking chewing gum. I don't know."
I'm gonna try and remove it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Can we
Oh,
hear
boy.
the conversation that Phelan's having?
Yeah, Bucky doesn't have a volume register on his
There's
voice.
nothing with him.
It's
He's
plus
loud.
2, so 19.
Okay. You pull at it and like it just doesn't give. Like your fingers sink into it when you try to wrap around it, and your fingers kind of pull away, kind of like it's hardtack. Like it really is. Like you pull it away, and the hardtack kind of sticks to your fingers as you try to pull your hand away, and it sort of like pulls away like chewed gum, but it doesn't come off. Just like a little bit of it comes off.
Ira, who's been like watching the whole time, would she notice like the twitch, or would she like notice his like weird reaction to it?
Make an insight check.
That being wait for 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. You can see that Phelan is very, very concerned. Bucky is concerned, but it's more like he's annoyed than anything else. Like he really genuinely thinks somebody stuck ticking chewing gum on the underside of his table.
Oh, okay.
He's not super with that high insight. Bucky's not very. He doesn't have every marble that came in the pack.
Perhaps you might try, my lord.
Well, okay. Sure, why not? He draws a dagger out and begins like scraping away at it, and he starts cutting around it. As he's doing that, all the ticking stops, and he pulls it away just in time for you to see. Make a what would it be? I don't know what nature check. Phelan.
Son of a bitch.
What a good druid.
Yeah, you've never
Right.
seen alchemy, especially like science, like very like science-based chemistry and alchemy. Not really your thing. Now, if it was like you were thinking, like it might be a machine, but you do see a small dial on it, but you now see the dial has reached basically 12 o'clock, right? And it has stopped ticking. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's that?
Hit the dexterity above your skills.
So, as a mechanic, your character has saves that are associated with the 3 physical stats and the 3 mental stats. The 3 physical being strength, dexterity, and constitution. The mental being wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. There are
Ignore that one.
There are some spells like explosions, things that do AoE effects will almost always hit you. A save will determine whether it does full damage or half damage, and if you have some various other abilities, it could reduce it to a quarter of the damage, or even like evasion from a rogue. If it saves, he takes no damage, or the rogue takes no damage. So essentially what has happened here is there were small explosives that were taped to the bottom side of the tables and in various places in the markets, and now the market is lighting up like the 4th of July. So the dexterity save is basically the idea of you reacting in a split second to jump out of the way of something. Okay. So on your, sorry, go ahead.
Can I have Senna's reaction be pushing Ira out of the way, or is that not acceptable? That's what she-
I will allow that. The trade-off would be Senna takes no damage and you automatically fail your save. Because you're like covering her from the blast, I'm assuming is what you mean. Or are you just trying to like chuck her and then you get out of the way at the same time?
Chuck her and also roll, but like it's whatever.
Okay. Make it. That's fine. We'll do that. What I'll do is Senna, you will have disadvantage, and Ira, you will have advantage on the dex save. And Ira, if you pass, you take no damage. So with
Can I roll again?
So yeah, you roll twice and take the higher of the two numbers.
They already rolled
Oh, okay.
twice. It rolled dubs.
Okay, so 10,
Yeah, it
10
just
and
auto
11.
rolls dubs whenever we click it.
Senna hit a roll to 21, and Ira rolled a 11.
Okay. Fortunately enough, the DC wasn't very high for this. How
much do I take?
Everybody succeeds.
Ain't no fucking way. I rolled a 4.
Whereas I don't see your. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Okay, yeah, you're fucked. Yeah.
I tripped over the fucking bench trying to get out from underneath it.
It's not,
I rolled a 1.
I was gonna say you stare it in the
I just
face.
happened to have a
You stare the explosion in its face.
That's fine. Tell me it's a lightning-based explosion.
It's not. It's all force damage. Or, yeah, a little bit of fire, a little bit of force.
All right.
That is okay. So
20? I take 20 points of damage? Fuck me, I guess.
well, everybody takes half that, except Ira, you take 0. So yeah, that's what you get for rolling a 1, bub. How much HP does that leave you?
6.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I look like so he looks like, you know, in the Looney Tunes cartoons where Bugs Bunny sticks his finger in the shotgun.
Yeah.
And that's what he looks like right now. He's just got soot all over his face, is bleeding. He looks angry. He's like angry. You know, like calm angry. Not raging angry, but just like calm angry. That's
Everybody
him
hear
right
that
now.
explosion? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go roll 20.
I can't. No, I didn't hear
All right.
anything, and I don't even have it muted.
Oh, here, let's do it again.
I heard it.
Nada?
I heard it.
Cool.
I heard it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Sweet. With that, everybody's world just turns upside down, except for Ira. Ira, you're sort of standing there in the middle of all this carnage. The only thing that you're affected by is your hearing is just doing that buzzing noise, the tinnitus noise. You can't hear anything else other than the insane buzzing from your hearing just being completely like blown apart for a second. Everybody else around here, tables are shattered, burning. You hear, well, none of you all really hear anything. It's everyone has that buzzing noise in their ears from the concussive blast of the explosions. Ira, you are looking around you as you see bodies, burning tables. Bucky is thrown like 20 feet over here. Yeah, everybody's just sort of like thrown about, like over various barricades, shit like that. These two are just dead. Here, these two are dead, and they're just like laying here. As your all's hearing sort of comes back, it's replaced with the sound of horrible screams all throughout. And then you start hearing like people yelling inside of the screen, like intermixed with the screams of horror and pain. And then Ira, make a perception check for me, please.
There you go, 23.
He rolled a 23.
Awesome. That's not. What? You all hear police sirens. Why is that a thing? Excuse me while I try to find a prop.
Maybe it was just a bird.
Yeah, that's what it is. Disassembled. Dinotopia.
I'm just trying to help you out, buddy.
I appreciate you. Okay, that's good. We'll do that. Cool. Trying to set the mood. All right. 23 with the perception check. That's really good. You can see standing just at the corner of the building over here. You see a familiar face. It's one of the people who have been chasing you the entire time. You can see he's standing there like a murderer returning to the scene of the crime. He's got a smirk on his face. You can see he's like chuckling a little bit. I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm like stuck on 19. This is great.
The yip rolls.
You are stuck on 19. It's in the middle, like right underneath your race.
Yeah, so your initiative is determined by your dexterity modifier, and when a DM asks you to roll for initiative, this is what determines the order that people go in combat. So we have a 19 from Phelan. Very good. You will go first. Drunk. And then Senna, Ira, Oren. All right, Phelan, what are you doing? You're sort of like you're on your back. Your ears are the ringing is starting to go away, but you start hearing the screaming, and you now hear the sounds of swords clashing, men yelling. Like you can sort of make out that they're yelling like orders, and you hear smoldering and cracking of wood. What would you like to do?
Is anything on fire around him?
Everything.
I will use control flames and engulf his specific square in flame.
Okay, I need you to make a perception check real quick. Okay, yeah, you can see him. So you're like getting your bearings and you look around and you notice you notice this man. You know his name to be Drook. You've had interactions with him in the past. He's not going for High Priestess, but he is one of the people working for the opposing faction that has been accosting you all throughout this journey. All right, so let me look up control flame real quick.
So I can expand the flame 5 feet in one direction. Okay, providing there's fuel, I guess, on a square. Is there fuel in a square?
There's wood or other fuel.
It's grass. Grass is fuel.
Let's see.
You can say no.
I know, but it's not but grass is a fuel, but it's not like fuel to like feed this fire. You know what I mean? It's not like because like as soon as the fire touches the grass is gone. You know what I mean? There's nothing there to make it keep going. So I'll say you can move the fire out to hit him, but it won't stay there.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Was it like a D4 or something?
No, I was gonna say give me 2d6.
6.
6. Okay, great. You reach out with your hand and you gesture towards his direction, and you see the inferno that is beginning to consume the bistro lashes out at him, licking him across his body. He sort of cringes away, and he looks right at you, and he yells out, "Today will be the end of you." Is that your turn? Or
That is my turn.
You want to get up, move, anything like that?
No, I don't see any other danger. I don't see why I'd move.
Okay, sure. All right, as you sit there and as he looks at you all, you see him bring his staff into the air, and he begins sort of like whipping it around, and you can see a dark shadow sort of, you think it's like rain clouds at first, and you're like, oh great, it's gonna rain, this fire is gonna get dealt with. But no, you see almost a pitch black portal open up in the sky above you all. And as this is happening, you see his staff begin to sort of disintegrate as if it's being like used up for the purpose of summoning this portal. And as it begins to fade away and this portal grows bigger, you see shadows just begin to rain out of this portal. Let me find the shadow creatures. Sorry. I'm about to just... Oh, here we go. Let me just start spawning all over the marketplace.
Maybe just a bunch of weird shadow creatures.
Yeah. And he sort of looks at you, Ira, and he says, with all sincerity, he says, "This was nothing personal. It is simply not your time." And he starts taking off he takes off out of sight. Okay, so the way that I do horde mechanics is the horde goes all at once. What's up? Lighter? I think it's over there. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, the horde will go. The horde, and then obviously the citizens of the town will go at the end of the order, and then we'll keep you guys. So basically, it'll be you guys, and then the horde, and then the city. So we get to Cinna. You sit up, eyebrows singed. Hearing starts coming back in. You're sore as hell. What would you like to do?
Is can I see the scene inside the tavern still?
Yeah, for sure. What you see, well, I will say this, what you do see immediately is the guard behind you is now...
the guard and the...
Yeah, he's like locked in combat with the shade behind you. And then of course you can see, yeah, because this barricade has basically been destroyed. Yeah, you can see everything going on at the bistro.
Does the knight seem like he's doing well against the shade? Is he like holding his own, or
Yeah.
does he seem to be suffering?
Yeah, no, he seems to be doing okay.
And everybody else, there's the party still in.
Make a perception check for me real quick. I'll give you a better, depending on how you roll, I'll give you a better idea of what's
Probably
going on.
not going to be very good. Oh, that's fine actually.
Great, sure, that's good. Yeah, the guards actually seem to be like these shades. They seem to be going down with like one swing of a sword, right? There's just a lot of them. The guard seems to be doing fine. All the other guards seem to be doing fine. Although as one shade is sort of destroyed, like 2 more sort of fill in. The portal above the city is still like spewing out shadows as well.
Okay. This is much above her pay grade of what she understands. So probably what she's going to do is just pull out her short bow and then move closer to her companions and kind of get in a defensive position.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know.
You take a shot? Anybody?
Yeah, take a shot at one of the shadow people.
Okay. You can pick any one. I would assume you probably go for the one that's like with your, as you've been displaying that you're protecting, like trying to protect Ira. I would assume you probably go for this one.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, real nice. These things have almost no health, so as the arrow flies, Ira, you see that the shade is like closing in on you very quickly. You hear this ethereal screech as it reaches out for you with these shadow claws extended, and then an arrow just comes flying through its head and it disappears in a puff of smoke as Cinna slides in beside you.
Hey.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Ira, what would you like to do?
Okay. Explain what I can do. Like,
Okay, so
Yeah, I went over the bare basics of it, but she probably.
yeah, no worries. This is what this is for. All right, so so you have spells. You're a cleric, right? Clerics.
yeah, I've been reading her spells.
Great. So you'll see some spells have a casting time of 1 action. Okay. You have what's called turn economy, which means you have, you're a half elf, so you probably have 30 feet of movement. Your speed, which will be, I think it's at the top. It's at the top near your initiative. Let me pull up your character.
It's 30.
Okay,
It's
so
30.
each tile on the board is 5 feet. Okay, so you have 6 tiles worth of movement. You can move diagonally once within that 30 feet of movement. Okay, if an enemy is next to you and you try to move without taking the disengage action, they will get an attack of opportunity against you. Right now, there are no creatures within melee. And when I say that, I mean like if they're like right here next to you in the tile next to yours, right? So you got one here and here. Those are the 2 closest bad guys to you. So you'll have, I'm going to look at your spells. You'll have spells that take 1 action, right? So you have your movement, you have an action, and you have a bonus action. Each round of combat takes up 6 seconds of time. You don't have I'm not saying you don't have 6 seconds to make up your mind and do what you want to do. If you think about a fight, a round is 6 seconds of that fight, where everybody's doing what they want to do within those 6 seconds. So you can cast a spell that uses an action, right? And if you do a cantrip, so you have spells that are cantrips and they don't cost spell slots. You have then you have spells that cost spell slots, and you only have so many of those slots for in a given 24-hour period, or go to sleep and wake up kind of thing. You have some spells that do damage. Clerics really excel in buffing or debuffing and healing people. So in this instance, you can choose one of your spells to cast and we'll go from there, or you can do really anything, right? Like if you have the instinct to run away, you can run away. If you want to check on people while they're down, you can run up to them and do what's called a medicine check. I'm sure you probably have either Healing Word or Cure Wounds. Those spells heal. clerics have a very strong first level spell that's an attack spell called Guiding Bolt, and it's a ranged attack. So we can really clerics are one of the very best spellcasting classes. So we can do really anything that you want to do right now. So what's jumping out to you off of your sheet?
So she has a spell called Word of Radiance.
Okay. Word of Radiance.
But then I think she would move closer. So would she be able to? Yeah. I don't know what it means by like.
Okay, so, like I said, every tile is 5 feet. So when it's
And that one's 5 feet, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So each square around you would be 5 feet. Here.
Okay. But she can move.
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What about like diagonals?
Yeah, so what you could do, like I said, if you like, all right, so here's what attack of opportunity is. Let's say you move here, okay? And then you wanted to like move back for whatever reason, or wanted to like, or you moved here and then there. Once you leave the 5 foot space around a creature, it can make that attack of opportunity against you. But what I'm assuming you're trying to do is like get all of these guys who are relatively close to each other. So what you could do is move. So you were here, you could go here and then diagonal into this space. And then any creature you choose within 5 feet of you, meaning these squares around you that make up like the box around you, you can choose to hit them with the spell.
So one? Or
you can, all of them. Any creature within 5 feet. You can hit all of
Okay.
them or just a specific one. But your spell is made to hit like a bunch of bad guys in an area around you.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what she would do.
Okay. Yeah. So you grab your holy symbol as you move into place right by Orin's side. And you utter you utter a divine word. And what color would you associate with your divine magic? Typically it's like gold or silver or black or green, but it would be like the theme of like your god, sort of god or
Probably
goddess.
black.
Black. Okay, so this black.
Because I think celestial. Yeah, I think it would be black.
So like a night sky kind of, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you see as she utters this word, a dome of starry black energy encompasses her, and then bursts out from around her quickly, evaporating these shadows here. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So you used half of your movement. You used 15 feet out of the 30. You used your action, so you now have a bonus action. So some spells can be cast as bonus action. Clerics have a spell called Healing Word, which is a very, very, very good spell. It can be used as a bonus action. But there's a caveat. In a round of combat, a character can cast one spell that costs a spell slot, and then one spell that is a cantrip. So you already cast a spell as a cantrip. With your action, that was Word of Radiance. If you wanted to, you could cast Healing Word as a first level. You can also upcast. A lot of spells will say if you cast it at a higher level, it is more potent. So I believe at level 3, clerics have access to level 1 spells and level 2 spells. So if you wanted to, you could cast Healing Word targeting one creature to heal them with your bonus action. And you also still have 15 feet of movement left. So is there anything you would like to do with the remainder of your turn?
Yeah, I think she would check on Ghost's characters.
Okay, I was
She was
getting
checking
ready to say
Orin.
Orin next to you looks like he's just hanging on by a fucking thread.
Yeah, she would check on Orin and try to heal him, I guess, with that specific spell. Or, like, she has other ones, but I guess that's the one that she can use.
Because you only have a bonus action left.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, spells like Cure Wounds, which would be the other healing spell that you have access to at this level, that's an action, which you've already used up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it heals more, but Healing Word is still really good because you can pick up downed people with it. at range. I believe the range is like 30 feet. So long as they can hear you, you can heal them.
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Oh, 60 feet. Fuck it. Yeah, great. So, yeah. Go ahead.
What did she do for her action?
She cast Word of Radiance.
Okay, is that a cantrip or a spell?
It is a cantrip.
Cantrip.
Is she? Oh, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Ghost
was
was a
just-
cleric, so he's just checking in.
I was just gonna remind. It sounded like we was about to do a spell and then a bonus action spell, and I wanted to make sure that we weren't setting that.
No, we had just worked. I had just explained that.
Sorry,
It's,
Ghost isn't paying attention. I'm just kidding.
I was paying attention.
what's new, motherfucker? Okay.
Shut up.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm just killing and healing the world right now. Okay, Ghost.
hey, that's what clerics do.
Look,
Clerics
as
are
much as
badass.
like I said,
That's why if you ever play Baldur's Gate 3, Shadowheart is not only is she BB girl, she is also very powerful. Anyway, so you can would you like to cast the spell at first level or second level? If you cast it at second level, it does more. It does 2d4 instead of 1, I think. It's up to you.
But
You
is there
just
like a
have less
caveat
second
towards
level-
it?
You have less second level spell slots than you do first.
There is that. So if you look at your character sheet, right, and you see in your spell section, you'll see next to you see your cantrips, right, and then underneath of it you'll see like your first level spell slots, which is the 1, and you see slots total is 4. So in a day you can cast 4 first level spells, and then underneath of it you see 2. With a 2 beside it, you can cast 2 second level spells in a day.
A day meaning like 24 hours in the.
Basically, meaning like you go a full day and then long rest. So there are short rests and long rests. Some classes get spells back on short rests. Some classes get some spells back on short rests, and a lot of the main spellcasters, they get their spells back on what's called a long rest, which is 6 hours worth of sleep. Right. So. Yeah, basically a full day and then 6 hours worth of sleep. Like you can't like wake up, be awake for 2 hours, have like a war, and then go right back to bed. It doesn't work like that. Although it does in Baldur's Gate 3 for some reason. You can long rest literally after 5 minutes, but whatever. So yeah, you have to like spell slot economy is sort of the thing with the big spellcasting classes. You have to be very judicious about when and where you expend your higher level spell slots, right?
Okay. And like right now, this has been like after a long day of travel, as well as he's like very
Yes,
hurt,
it is.
or-
It is. Unironically, it is twilight outside.
Whoa.
It is the waning hours before nighttime.
Okay. I think she would use level 2.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. I want to say it's 2d4 plus 2. Whatever the spell says. It'll say
2v4 plus
It's,
your spellcasting ability modifier.
It
Oh.
says 1d4 plus your spell. Yeah.
okay. So your
just
spellcasting
the
modifier, your spellcasting modifier is at the top of your spell sheet. It is 6, or no, your spellcasting. That's your spell attack bonus. Your spellcasting modifier would be your wisdom. So whatever your wisdom is a 4. So you would be, since you upcast it, you would do 1 more die. So you would do 2d4 plus 4. And to do that, down in the chat over there, you hit /r space 2d4 plus 4. And it'll throw some dice on the table and it'll look like that. Perfect. Oh, well, perfect in the sense that you did it. Really shitty in the sense that you rolled 2 1s, which is great. So you get 6 points of healing as Ira comes to your rescue. Orin,
I get 6 points of healing.
you do.
Yippee skippy.
Okay. Would you like to move or go anywhere with the remainder of your movement?
No, she would just be like there, concerned. That's all.
Sure. It's a very concerning situation. All right. That wasn't a smart ass. Sorry, I'm not being a smart ass.
No, you're okay.
All right. That brings us to Orin. What would you like to do, bub?
Quick question. Okay, I have 30 feet of movement, right?
Let's see.
I can step over my gnome, my wood gnome, a rock gnome friend here, right? Without.
They are a half elf, so no. But
He's definitely not a half elf. He is a rock gnome.
you talking about?
I think he's
Phelan?
talking about.
Oh, you talking about Phelan?
I'm-
Just
Yeah.
stepping over.
I think.
over there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can share a space with creatures that are smaller than you. Yes.
Okay.
Not me.
All right.
Yeah, like you were next to him. I was like, what? I was like, what?
We're gonna go move right there,
Uh huh.
and then I'm gonna twin. We are gonna twin. Lightning lure,
Ooh.
and we're gonna slap the shit out of both of these guys.
Okay. All right.
Not
Well,
even a thank you. Ira's sad.
Not even a thank you. Just gets up and leaves.
He just got up and left. She's like, excuse me?
She should be.
And I rolled an 8 on the damage, so
Very
strength
good.
DC of 14.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let it go because you've never played a sorcerer before.
What's the issue?
You can't twin spell. I think you have to. I think it has to have an attack roll for you to twin spell it.
Doesn't have to have it. It says it can be a cantrip.
Right, but it has to have an attack roll, not make a character make a saving throw.
That is true.
Does it?
Yeah,
Pretty sure that's true. Yeah.
it's a really cool idea.
Hold on.
I was gonna let
You
it
can
ride.
spend sorcery points equal to a spell level, 1 for a cantrip, to target a second creature in range with the same spell. As long as the spell at the level it is being cast is incapable of targeting more than one creature. It says nothing about it having to have a roll.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's right.
Never mind. All right. Very good. Yeah. Fuck it up. That's actually. So yeah, you move. They have like no strength. They're incorporeal. But let's see what happens.
No.
Like, if I'm wrong, cool, I won't do it, but I don't
No,
see
you're
anything
right.
that
No,
would-
no, you're right. I had a misunderstanding of the spell. You're good. Okay. And they both roll a 2. So yeah, you step over Phelan and you just lightning just charges up through your blue scales and it just
Out my
lashes
hands.
and channels through your hands beside you as these 2 lightning whips just lash out and whip through these 2 shadows, making them disappear.
Okay, and then, so that was what I moved, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to
Yeah.
move back to where I originally was to protect, well, to get in between the other, Cinna. I believe that's Cinna, right? The
Ira.
ranger.
That's Ira. She's a cleric.
She's a cleric.
Wait.
Her
Ira
picture
is the...
This is Ira. This is
Okay, okay, yeah, okay, that makes much more
I
sense.
do say that the pack of arrows sort of throw it off, but you know it's fine.
Then yeah, I'm gonna get in between these two.
Oh,
Oh, does she? You use a bow? Oh yeah. She's half elf.
she
She
has
can
a
use a bow.
crossbow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
she has a
Gotcha.
crossbow. It's yeah.
Sorry, clerics.
You're a cleric with a crossbow. That's not normal. It's cool.
That is unconventional.
normal.
That's sort of what I was
That's
getting.
what
at.
Astro and I came up with.
No, it's good. Like, I mean, why
I
would
thought
why
you
would
were
she?
a ranger. That's all. I thought it was like a ranger. Or
I mean, it
something.
does look kind of rangery, but now she like it also does make
Cleric
sense.
with a crossbow.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm cool with that.
It's
That's-
good. It's good. It's good.
She has an amulet as well. Okay, she
Got a holy
she's doing her
symbol.
thing.
Her holy symbol
Yeah,
is
as one.
etched into the fletchings. It's burned into the fletching of all of her arrows.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
It-
In a longer
it's a
campaign, we could
symbol.
work around that. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm moving to protect her, and that's my turn.
I mean, it would make sense. She's half elf and nomadic, so she would need a way to feed herself. Stuff, and you know, blah blah blah. Anyway, all right, that is your all's turn. So it's the mob's turn, and the mob begins closing in.
Dun dun dun.
Oh no.
Luckily, you all did a pretty efficient job of clearing out the bistro here. That's pretty good. These people move over here. We'll just sort of move in. All right, they're all going to start making attacks. So, 1 attack against Ira, 1 attack against Orin, and 1 attack against Cinna. So, let's see. I'm just going to do as a horde. Oof. Okay, very good. All right, so when a creature rolls an attack against you, they have to roll a number that is equal to or higher than your armor class or AC. Your AC is comprised of what armor you have on, if you have a shield, if you have any spells that are buffing it. So let's see. Your AC is located right next to your initiative, Ira, and it's 11.
And 11, yeah.
Yeah. So the 22 for the horde, everybody gets hit. So everybody's going to take damage. /R 1d8. And I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me as well?
No, not you. Everybody that was hit. Sorry. God damn it. Damn!
Okay.
1 plus
yeah,
4.
1.
This is-
Hell?
1. Yeah, I rolled a 1 for the Constitution saving.
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20.
That's pretty damn good. Yeah, you
You
rolled
and I had opposite.
Yeah, you rolled a natural 20. If the number shows up green, that means you rolled a natural 20 on the dice, which is a crit. Yeah. All right, you. Everybody but Cinna is good. Cinna, your HP is permanently reduced by 1 point until you take a long rest, or retreat, or get it back by some other magical means.
Her current max is just 20 until.
Okay. All right. Let's see what the horde does throughout the rest of the city. That guy dies. That guy dies. She dies.
Wait, did Bucky have a turn?
Bucky's part of the city. Bucky's not gone yet.
Okay.
Bucky's going right now.
Yeah, Bucky's getting
Bucky-
ready to go.
Bucky fixing to call the boys in.
Yeah.
Do I need to open up my other?
We'll see
Character
what
sheet.
we'll see what happens. But it would behoove you two to have your old character sheets available.
I'm making them do double duty.
Yeah, they're playing 2 characters to make up for all the time we've had off. Yeah.
My character shows up, this fight is over.
yeah.
Either
Either
one
one
of-
of your characters from that campaign?
like 12, 13?
12, 13.
14.
Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
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 Franz can summon dragons.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Hephaestus can erupt like a volcano. It's crazy.
Hephaestus just has to make sure he doesn't burn the entire fucking city down.
Correct. Okay. At the end of the horde's turn, more of them spawn in.
Oh my god.
Oh, what is happening? No, go away. Get off. Okay. Now it is the city's turn. We're going to do all the guards first. Dun, dun, dun. They go. That one goes. 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 Oh, fucking shit. Natural 1. That one stays. And that one goes. Okay. You see Bucky wakes. Bucky, like, you hear a loud groan. He goes, "Oh no, not the bistro!" He just sits up and he goes, "God dang it!" You see him from, like, just sort of as he brings his hands to his mouth, you see a pan flute appear in front of his face. And he blows into it, playing a horrible shrieking noise. And you hear his voice project, like, not even just through, like, a megaphone, but, like, it's huge, booming voice. And he says, "Market Square is under attack! Send anyone you can!" And then, let's see, real quick. I need to look up College of Glamour. Okay, you see, when he says that, all of Bucky's fur, the white and navy that you see, it all just instantly turns golden. The hair on his ears, and basically really all over his body, kind of grows out, looking more, not prehistoric, like primeval. He looks more wild, but stunningly beautiful. The gold is a beautiful sheen, and it sort of like glitters around him. All of you all looking at him and that can hear him, you all can now use your reaction to move 30 feet in any direction without provoking an attack of opportunity. So if you guys want to move, now's the time to do it. As Bucky goes, "Everybody get out of here!" So you all can freely move your characters 30 feet.
The portal's like in the center of town, right?
It's actually more like right here.
Right there.
Yeah, but it's like 60 feet up into the sky, and it's about 120 feet in diameter.
Well, the exit's also kind of blocked off, right, by the two.
It's only a little half wall.
Well, even then, the half wall's gone. So like,
This wall's been destroyed too. Yeah.
all the walls have been destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they can go through there. Okay.
Yeah, you all can move literally anywhere you want. Although this building's on fire, so I would suggest maybe not going into the burning building, unless you want to. Who am I to tell you what to do? And again, you do not provoke attack of opportunity.
Well, that's as far as I can get.
I mean, there are other directions you can go, D. Like, you can go this way.
I know. Well, yeah, I thought everybody might be running that way, so yeah, I'm going that way.
So you want to go here?
No,
Can-
I'm going here.
Run that way.
Oh, I was gonna go grab you.
It wouldn't make a difference.
Grab him, pick him up, and then run.
Yeah.
He just
Can I just grab onto
I
his
mean,
leg?
you can go an extra 5 feet. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it's that important to you to pick the gnome up. Go ahead.
No, I could move him farther than that.
He
Which
can move
direction is
25
Ira
feet. You can-
running?
But the funny thing is I feel like Ira would wait to see where everybody else is.
And of course, Oren, who's playing bodyguard, is waiting for her to move.
So they're all just like,
Go! Go!
This way, away from the
They're
demons.
This. Are you going that way?
This
Going
way.
the opposite direction.
No, she looks at Phelan and then she's like, not that way. But she also is just like, she doesn't know if they should, but because of the new, like, so she would have noticed this new spawning, right, of like the shadows or whatever, like after they got rid of a couple.
Oh yeah. No, they're literally raining from the sky. Like, they are pouring out
okay.
of this portal in the sky. Yeah.
Yeah, so she would.
I'm saying we can't reach it.
Yeah, she would try to probably. Yeah, she would move towards the portal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the portal's like
So-
over here, so you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be basically directly underneath of it.
Yeah, that's where she would go. Maybe you're like a step back, but yeah.
You can go ahead. You can move it. You can move your token.
Oh, I forgot I
Oh,
can
you
move
can?
through people.
You
How
can.
do I move my
You-
token?
You're a tiny little guy.
So just
Yeah.
just drag and just click
Drag
and
it?
drag it. Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2. What is happening?
What on the left, Turnip? What do you have selected?
The
Oh.
hand.
Oh yeah. Hit the air. Click on the arrow.
The arrow above it, rather than the hand,
Oh, okay.
and then you can move it.
Man, this is the first time I played D&D sober. It's just such a different experience. I'm not smoking anymore. It's so like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're usually ripping them.
I know. It's how I played it, but yeah, no, it's still fun. Yeah, it's just I'm like locked in. Like yeah, I can pay attention.
Yeah, I think that's she was right here, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Perfect, no problem. All right. So Phelan changed to follow Ira. I guess is everybody sort of moving with Ira here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guard looks down at you and goes, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" The stewards will be here any minute.
Ira would probably say something like, "We need to try to close the portal."
This is her duty.
Doesn't he? I don't think she knows how to close a portal.
I don't think she does either.
Okay. So all right. So you guys used your movement, your reaction. It was. That is his mantle of inspiration. Oh, you all gain 5 temporary hit points.
Let's go.
So turn up what temporary
have
hit. Sorry, what were we gonna ask?
I was gonna say, do I have to do anything on my side for that?
No. So basically, temporary hit points. You'll see there's like a column on your spreadsheet. There's like a place for it. I think like right next to your HP. So what it is you get 5 temporary hit points. They go away after a certain amount of time. But what happens is they are tacked on top of your normal HP, and they get used up first. So think of them kind of like a shield, like an overshield sort of. So they go away first, and then if there's any more damage after that, then it starts ticking away at your normal HP. Make sense?
Okay.
Cool. Cool. Very good. Yeah, bards are awesome. So that was his action. That was his bonus action. He is going to jump from here to here. And he looks at you and goes, "Well, if I do say, y'all remind me of myself." Jumping right into the action. Okay.
There's lightning arcing from between Orin's hands. He's just throwing it back and forth.
So I imagine now you all are all sort of like back to back to back to back, like Avenger style, sort of like looking at the
Yeah.
horde that's closing around you all. Dark portal raining shadows above you all. The city's burning around you. The screams of horror have sort of died out. Either those people, as you look around, shadows are like pulling their shadowy claws out of like dead bodies around you all, and you see this black essence like come out of their body as their hands pull away, and then the shadows grow more corporeal as they suck the life out of the people laying around. Go back to the top of the order. Phelan.
All right, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Ooh, very good spell. Where would you like it centered?
Right. God, yeah, I guess right here on this guy.
Okay, yeah, he just vanishes away under the moonbeam. You see, peering through the dark clouds above you all, this just column of silvery white light slams down in radiant fire, washing the shadow in radiant fire as it just evaporates it.
And that's my turn.
Did.
No bonus action, no movement.
Yeah, fair point. I'll move closer to the group.
Okay. As Phelan now tucks into the rest of the party. Okay. Drook is no longer here. He's going to spend his turn continuing to fuck off to wherever. Cinna.
Yeah. Going to fire an arrow at this guy closest to them.
This one?
Yeah.
Sure. Good. Roll to hit.
24.
That'll do it. He, just like the previous one, just poofs in a cloud of smoke. You have your bonus action and your movement.
And it's been a while since. Can I? No. I'll just end. I think
Okay.
There's nothing to disengage your hand.
No problem. You can hide, like, so these tables are upturned. You could, like, hide yourself, like, if you wanted to, you could, like, hide yourself from anyone on, like, this side of it. Like, if, like, let's say you ran up to hide behind this table. It would block you from LOS from, like, anyone over here. Vice versa, if you flip to this side, it would block you from, like, anyone over here. But you would obviously be seen by, like, all these people over here. But it's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally up to you. You want to stay put? You want to try and hide? What do you want to do?
Actually, one, two, three. Could she go over here and try use her bonus action to hide kind of in the bushes?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, okay. That's what she's doing.
Sure.
One,
Roll stealth for me, please.
roll stealth. Here's stealth.
The bush is bigger than she is. I think she's good, man.
10.
You feel like you're hidden. But then you sort of look around and the guard is sort of just like this guard is just like staring at you and his eyebrows cocked like the Rock style at you. And then he like turns to focus on the other shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably just like hold a finger up to her lips like shh. Go back to watching.
Okay. Let's see here. Ira.
Okay, well, Snow left.
Do you know what this Shield of Faith spell is?
Yes, I do. So, Shield of Faith, I can't remember if it's an action or a bonus action. But what you do is you pick any creature, including yourself. You pick one, yourself or any other ones. And you give them a +2 to their AC. I will say that their armor class. So it gives them 2 points more to keep them from being hit, basically.
Okay, but it's a bonus action, so I can do an action and then a bonus action. If
Correct. And you can do them in any order, by the way. You don't have to do action, then bonus action. You could do bonus action, action, move. They're all interchangeable. And you can also like move, then do something, and then move again. Really, just so long as you just use up all of your things, you can do them in any order that you'd like.
I think she would cast the shield
Okay.
on her and
One person.
Orin.
So it would be either you or Orin.
Oh, okay. So she would do it on herself then.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I will say this, just so you're aware. I believe if you look at that spell, it'll say that it's concentration. So you can only have one. You can only be concentrating on one spell at a time. That requires concentration. So you can't, like, let's say you have Shield of Faith up, and then you want to cast another spell that uses concentration, Shield of Faith will go away and then be replaced by that other spell. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So like another spell that needs concentration.
Correct. And the spell will say if it needs concentration, obviously. I don't just go, hey, you're concentrating on that one. The spells, like attack spells, unless they persist, like Phelan's Moonbeam is concentration, I believe. And it's an attack spell. Your Shield of Faith is a buffing spell, but you have to maintain concentration on it for it to persist. The caveat to concentration spells are every time you get hit, you have to make a check to maintain your concentration. So it's called a concentration save. And what it is it's a D20 plus your Constitution modifier. And depending on how much damage you take, determines the amount you have to roll to maintain concentration on it. We'll go over that more if and when that time comes. But just remember, when you're concentrating on a spell, it is best to try to avoid being hit as best you can. Else the spell might fade. Okay, so that was your bonus action, and that used a spell slot, so you can cast a cantrip or shoot your crossbow with your action, or interact with some things. It really depends on what you want to do.
Okay, so she can only use a cantrip now if she wanted to do another spell.
Correct.
Okay.
BRB.
Don't think she would... Huh?
She said BRB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, she doesn't have any other spells. I don't think she would pull out her bow in this case. I think she's just... I don't think she's gonna do anything, actually. I think she's just gonna wait there, and she's kind of still looking at the portal and trying to figure out in her mind how, like...
So there
what's the
is...
best way to close it.
So you can do that. So there's an alternative that I didn't mention that I just thought of. You can do what's called readying a spell. Okay? So basically oh no, wait, you have to concentrate on a readied spell. Never mind. Okay, so if you weren't concentrating on another spell, you can do what's called holding your action or holding a spell. Basically what you do is you cast a spell and you hold it in your hands or whatever, however you hold a spell. And you set a condition for it to go off. For example, with your Word of Radiance, you would do, I'm holding Word of Radiance until a creature gets within 5 feet, and then I'll let it go. Does that make sense? That way you can have the spell ready in case someone runs up on you, and then it'll proc, right? Because right now, there are no bad guys around you, Word of Radiance wouldn't do anything, right? But let's say you were to hold it and this guy were to run up here. As soon as he got to here within 5 feet of you, you would proc it and he would probably die. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just do what I said before.
Okay. So you're sort of make an Arcana check for me real quick. Or, well, actually, since this is portals and portals sort of directly revolve are involved with your sort of your faith, you can make a religion check if you'd like. Okay, 11's fine. This is very basic knowledge. Almost every portal can be made unstable by hitting it with enough magical energy. You can basically overload just about any portal to make it unstable and collapse in on itself.
Okay. So then she would probably... Can she, like, say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she would probably tell everybody that they need to, like, concentrate on the portal.
So in this instance, for role-playing purposes, you can, if you don't want to, like, I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. Some players don't like to, like, word out everything or, like, speak out everything. You can say, hey, I tell the group, or you can physically do it yourself and say, hey, if you hit the portal enough, it'll close. Like, you can say that out loud as like a role-playing thing. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just adds to the role-playing. But yeah, okay.
Next time.
Sure. So she lets you all know that, hey, if we hit this portal with enough magical energy, it'll close, basically. It'll collapse. Okay. Orin.
Alrighty, that's me. Okay, I remember that now. So, how far is the portal's? What, 120 feet up in the air?
60 feet in the air.
It's 60 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And how far away from it am I?
You're right underneath of it.
Okay, so all I have to do is shoot straight up 60 feet.
Yep.
Alrighty. I am going to. I will fire a chaos bolt at the portal.
Sure. There is no roll to hit on this 120 if you miss a 120 foot diameter portal, then there's something wrong. But there is no roll to hit on this portal, so just go ahead and roll the damage and the damage type.
You sure about that?
I mean, you go. Hey, I will let you roll, and if you roll a 1, then we can do some.
Well, I rolled the damage. That's
okay. I was gonna say you could roll to crit. Like this thing does have a health pool as I'm tracking it, so you could roll to try to crit if you wanted
the
to.
Chaos bolt's gonna be cold damage.
Okay. Wait, you rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
That's why I said you sure about that. You
Oh
said.
my fucking god! I cannot believe it. Oh no.
Where'd it
All
go?
right, roll a, because it's a chaos bolt and it's chaotic.
Yeah, I know.
Roll a, all right, high or low.
You want me to? I don't
No,
know.
I'm rolling high or
You gonna
low.
roll?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm rolling a D100.
High.
Low.
Son of a
All
bitch.
right.
Who did it hit? Who did it hit?
Let's find out. All right, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 counterclockwise. Okay.
Yeah.
1. You reach up, and it's absolutely fucking hilarious. So you reach up, and the cold damage begins to leach out of your hand straight up, and then it just like bends down into the left beside you and strikes Phelan for 9 cold damage. Still working the kinks out on that spell. Phelan, are you there?
I am literally going to.
Okay, just making sure.
To like, I see it happen. I see where it goes. I look down, and then I immediately like. He immediately looks like he didn't see it. Like he just goes back to looking at the orb. Like nothing happened. Just straight like I'm not acknowledging that. I can't believe that just happened. We're moving on.
If a dragon could perspire.
Yeah, exactly. Periodically Orin just keeps looking out the corner of his eye, trying to see if the little gnome guy is okay.
All right. Any movement? Any bonus?
No movement, and I don't think I have anything that I need to do for a bonus action. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. It would be the Horde's turn. As they begin closing in around you all. Two, three, four, five, six. Action to dash. And I'll just sort of begin closing in around people around the town. Action to dash. Okay. So Ira, because they were summoned to specifically take you out, a lot of them are focusing on you. So 3 of them are going to take swipes at you. One's going to take a swipe at Orin. Actually, Orin, you look really hurt. And well, they're not smart enough to determine the difference. 2 against Phelan, because they see that you have the moonbeam. So 2 against Phelan, 1 against Orin, 1 against Bucky. Actually, it's 1 against Orin and 1 against Phelan, because this guy's gonna take a swing at Ira too. So slash R 1d20 plus 4. All right, a 15 to hit. Does anybody's AC exceed 15?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Or you are
13, right? And plus 2?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so they still managed to hit you. 1 d20 plus, or not a d20. What the fuck? Oh, ugh. So you take 30 points of damage, Ira?
Fucking what?
Did I just
What?
die?
So did you drop to 0?
Yeah.
Okay, she goes
Yeah.
unconscious. She doesn't die. She's unconscious. Okay. Bucky doesn't
I'm
get
supposed to be
hit.
tracking how much am I supposed to be tracking how much my
Yeah. So okay, how much HP do you have total?
24?
Ooh.
Wait, where's the HP? It's
So-
like
It is.
Hit point maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
right
trying to
here.
look for it on our sheet. I don't see it off. ¿Dónde está?
24, but then she had like that. Well, I don't know if we still have that temporary.
Oh, there's a hit point maximum.
Oh yeah, you do have the temporary 5, but that's still just 29.
It's just
That's not
1
30.
point shy of what you would need to stay up.
Bro, that's so much damage.
Hey, I rolled an 8. I rolled a max, dude. Like I'm sorry. Right. They kind of hit hard, but you've seen they have like no HP. So they like evaporate. But yeah, you see as these all three just like lash out at Ira at the same time, she just drops to the floor. The starry shield, like starry night colored armor that had like donned her just like bursts off of her. Orin doesn't take any damage. Phelan, you take 10 points of damage.
All right.
All right, and then let's see. He dies. He dies. He dies. He's okay. That monk dies. This monk dies. That monk dies. And
Fuck.
that's it. Constitution. Yes. The moonbeam is gone.
How do I get rid of this circle again?
I got it.
That thing was going to be so clutch this turn. That sucks.
It was. You could have moved it through all of them.
Yeah.
You can still cast another one if you want.
Yeah, but then I can't move it.
That's true. Okay. And at the end of their turn, more of them spawn. Wrong thing, dude. Okay. Is the Horde's turn. It is now the town's turn. Bucky is going to look around and go, shit's getting kind of hairy. Y'all sure you want to stay around? And he's going to play a very pleasing note into his flute, and he's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Okay, everybody gets 20 points of healing. Ira, you are conscious again, and you have 20 points of health. Everybody else gets 20. If that exceeds your maximum, it does not carry over. You just go to your maximum.
Wait, say that part again. Sorry.
If the spell heals you to your max, it doesn't give you more.
Okay.
It just goes to your max and stays. But you see now the city is really getting into action. The monks that were training around this building, like, literally jump into action and just start murking these shadows. You see one actually runs all the way over here. These guys come running. You see them all with, like, blazing speed. Did not mean to do that. Boom, boom, boom. Just got him. Got him. Discard here. Gets him. All of these guys die. Die. He dies. The giants club the shit out of these. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 16. You see, this guy actually pops up to his feet and moves up here, pulling a rapier and slashing this guy. He pops up, runs over here, and gets this one. This guy runs forward, gets that one. Runs forward and gets that one. It's that one. 6. Okay. Everybody make a perception check. Real quick. Ooh. Ira and Phelan. Ira and Phelan. It is the dead middle of summer. All right. Like 90 degrees outside. Where you all are on the human continent, it's basically, I modeled it after North America. You all would essentially be in like Georgia, essentially. Or like Georgia, Mississippi, that kind of area. No, I'm sorry. It would be more like the Appalachians that are near the Carolinas. Does that make sense? That's the same sort of like biome that's around the city. It's the dead middle of summer, sweltering heat for the whole day. You notice it's starting to snow. Okay. Back to the top of the order. Phelan.
I will cast Summon Beast.
Ooh.
Put it right here.
What you summoning?
It's going to be a mountain lion.
Oh, very good.
But it all has the same stats.
Yeah.
So it will... See, this is where it gets confusing, because it doesn't tell me what to roll for multi-attack. Like, I know what to roll to hit, but I don't know the damage.
A bite and a claw, and then it should tell you whatever the damage is for the bite and the claw.
Well, it just says multi-attack, and then maul is the other one.
So does it say later, like somewhere on the animal sheet, that it has a bite or a claw attack?
No, it does not. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Here, can I share it? How do I share it again?
You said mountain lion?
Yeah, but the summon beast has like it's a bestial spirit is what I'm summoning.
Oh. Let me see this spell real quick.
Yeah, I forget how to share it.
Should just be able to click on it. So this is a Tasha's.
Display in VTT. There we go. So yeah, see multi-attack and then maul. And it says what the damage is for maul, so is it just that twice?
Yes, it is.
And I can only do one or the other, right?
No. So multi-attack is the beast makes a number of attacks equal to this spell's level.
So 2, yeah.
half this spell's level.
Number
you
of
have a-
attacks equal to half the spell's level. Oh, rounded down. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
So you get 1 attack. So you get to maul
Dumb.
once.
Okay, I will maul this one.
Okay, let me get a token. I don't have a mountain lion token.
13 to hit.
So we're gonna say it is. I gotta have something. An animal. Yeah, sure. We'll give him an owlbear. Why not? Which one were you hitting?
The one above the owlbear.
Okay, there. Bang, gone.
Nice.
Oh, you rolled a hit. What'd you?
It was a 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need to roll damage or he's dead?
As long as the damage is above 2.
It will be. It's a +4, so.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. All right. Movement. Bonus action.
Nah. Yeah, everybody's good on health, so yeah, we're good.
Okay. Cinna.
Okay. Does this little shadow guy in front of Cinna, does he see Cinna?
Make an insight check.
She's so stupid.
She's exhausted. She ain't having a good day. She's tired. You can't tell. You think he doesn't see you? Like you're hiding. So
Okay. She's gonna grab her dagger and just try to stab him.
okay, roll to hit.
13.
That hits. As you lunge out from the bush, like ha, gotcha, and stab through it, it vanishes. You see, as you look around, as you're like, yeah, I got it. You look around, and the guard just like has got like a thumbs up, but like in like a kind of a patronizing thumbs up. You know what I mean? Like he knows what you were trying to do. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Make an insight on that guard.
Okay. Aha! 18.
He's actually not participating in the fight. He's actually been standing there watching you the entire time.
That's fuck.
Yeah, but then you like think to yourself, why is this guard just standing here and watching me? And with your insight, you can tell like there's a reason why he's just standing there and watching you. But you don't know quite why, but it makes you feel uneasy.
Interesting.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? Movement? Bonus action?
Ba, 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 ba. She's going to, let's see, scoot around to this corner of the bush and attempt to hide over here this time.
Okay, roll a stealth.
19!
Hey, there you go. Hey, you feel pretty confident. You're pretty hidden within this bush. You just needed to move to the other side of the bush to hide better.
There was more leaves on this side of the bush,
That's right.
okay?
That's right. The other side was singed from the fire. This side's perfectly green.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's
All
what
right.
she's doing.
Ira.
So Ira looks to Orin and goes, "We can't deal with the portal if we're getting like, we can't deal with the portal if we keep getting swarmed." She then takes. Oh, she then uses the same word she used before, which I probably would have had to come up with. And
No, you don't have to come up with it. It'd be cool if you did.
oh, okay.
But you don't have to.
Okay, and she tries to use Word of Radiance.
Okay. It's just a save. for everyone around you, I believe. They all rolled a 2. So, are you selecting every bad guy within 5 feet of you, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. They all vanish. You all have a little bit more breathing room.
And then she looks to Orin and she goes, "This is the chance. Or this is our chance."
Okay.
And then she's, yeah, I think that's it.
Sure. Orin.
We are going to. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb, level 2, at the portal.
Okay. You want to roll to see if you can crit?
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
going to, and it's gonna be lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just automatically get it?
I get to choose it.
What do you?
Well, no, if you hit.
Well, so here's
I'm
what
saying it's.
you can choose to automatically hit and not roll, but you can also choose to roll and see if you crit.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And hope to God I don't hit a fucking.
Woo!
That's max damage, right?
God damn, son! And he rolled a 21 to
Let's
hit.
go.
Yeah, let's go. As you all see, as you see, to make up for his last attack attempt, you see Orin focus very hard, and lightning just begins crackling all around him through his scales out from underneath of him. And you see them run like a current from his feet up into his torso, up through his arms, and into this diamond that he's holding in between his claws. As the lightning feeds into the diamond, he pulls out this sphere of lightning that is just crackling and warbling with lightning energies. He chucks it up towards the portal. You see it slam into the portal, and it looks like it hits some resistance at first, but then it explodes and washes across the surface of the portal. You see the portal, what was once like a steel pond of black in the sky, begins to like ripple and warble and like shake. You can see it's becoming very unstable already just with that one attack. You did about half to it almost. That's crazy. But yeah, that's really good.
It's gonna be. That'll be my turn. I can't move because I'll get an attack of opportunity, and I don't feel like that.
Okay. It is the Horde's turn again. Let's see. This one's going to try to move closer to Ira. Make a maul attack, or you want to attack of opportunity with the mountain lion?
Oh, yeah, you fucking bet.
Yep, take it. Yep. You see the mountain lion takes it in the back of the neck as it begins to try to move away. This one is going to reach out and try to hit the mountain lion when the time comes. Let's see, there
14
aren't
AC.
There ain't a whole lot left. This guy dies. Fortunately, this guy finally dies. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll to hit with him. None of you guys are really in any kind of danger this time around. You did a really good job of clearing out the ones around you. 16. Just enough. This guy goes down. This guy looks really hurt. He's been fighting Shades like one up like the whole time. The mountain lion takes 8 points of damage. Still up?
Oh, yeah, it's got 30 health.
Oh, great. Oh, God. You see as the Shadow Claw reaches in and pierces into like the flank of the mountain lion and pulls it out, and you see the mountain lion just like hiss and roar at the shadow in front of you. More are going to spawn. However, with the damage done to the portal, significantly less spawn this time, and they don't spawn out from away from the portal. They all kind of spawn in a concentrated area here.
No. Figures.
Great.
Smaller AoE.
They come from.
Okay, that's all this time.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right. City guard's turn. These all come rushing in. Dead. Dead. Oh, natural one. God damn. Dead. Dead. I rolled a 9 total. That's shitty.
What is this guard doing?
He's been fighting. He just killed one in front of. He's killed more. He's killed more than you have. Don't worry about the town guard.
I didn't.
So that guard is doing stuff, but
This
the other
one.
well we don't know that.
So actually, on this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guard walks up. He looks around and he goes, "Where are you, little gnome? Where are you?" And he's gonna take a blind swing at the bush.
Gross. Rude.
Luckily for you, I rolled a 7 total. So he cleaves off the top of the bush, like right above your head. Make a... No, you're fine. No, I'm not gonna... No. So you just see like this blade come sweeping through the bush above you.
Okay.
These guys are gonna jump in here. I hope you recognize these 3 people over here, by the way. So,
What 3 people over where?
down here. I don't know if you recognize their icons at all. She is going to step up and shoot the shit out of him.
Oh, okay. That's what was that stupid bird's name?
That's one of the side questers.
Yeah. Oh, that's oh,
Wait, which one?
it's Raucus.
Here?
No, that's not Raucus. That was
Well,
Raucus.
remember, it was, and then he got body swapped.
Yeah, it was Raucus. Can't remember who he got body swapped with.
So, remember the last round I said that it kind of started to snow in the middle of summer?
Mm-hmm.
You see now... everybody make a perception check again. The 2 of you who rolled 20s last time, you have advantage on this check. So, roll 2, take the higher number.
6.
one?
Let's go. She's not paying attention to this guy.
19.
18. Okay, very good.
16.
Yeah, icicles begin falling from the sky, and they all land here, like on the, like they are very targeted with how they fall. And then you see, let me find it.
Oh, is it? What's her name?
You see this fall from the sky and land directly beside you
Oh,
all
shit.
with this blue tiefling on her back. And she looks down at the guard and she goes, "Sorry, bub. I'm all they got right now. The others are kind of predisposed, but we can handle it, right? What's going on?" And this guard goes, "Lady Blue, the portal." And she looks up at it and she goes, "Shit. Okay." She's like preteen now. Like 13-year-old.
I'm so proud right now.
Yeah.
Back to the top of the order. Phelan, there are no shades around you. It looks pretty cleared out, but obviously the portal above you is still crack-a-lacking.
Shit, the only thing I can do is just hit it with frostbite.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah. I'll just take the hit.
All right, roll your damage.
Yep.
Hey, that's
Cantrips are fun.
one's better than none. Oh, and you see now Blue has like these like snow goggles on over her face. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Cinna, you see this guard is still like searching through the bush for you, but he's like where you're like over here, he's like looking over here.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
And you see he's like poking through the bush with his sword, saying, "Where are you, little gnome?"
How large is this guard?
He's about six something, 6'2", 6'4". Big burly motherfucker in armor. Scale mail armor. Make a perception check. Or an investigation, whichever one you want.
Oh yeah, please let me do investigation.
You got it. Roll your investigation. Please roll above a 5. Hey, there we go. Okay. You see on his face, he has like he had a helmet on with like a faceplate, but he's now like pulled it back so that he can see better. You see on his forehead, there's the did you come up with a name for your cult, Turnip?
No.
Okay.
Didn't.
On the spot right now, go.
You can just call them the
do it.
Wanderers, right? They worship the Fire Wanderer. No.
Okay.
Turn up, you go.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Let's go with that.
The
Such a
wandering
cop-out.
the wandering cult. Yeah, sure. You see the mark. You see there's a mark within your cult. There are obviously like the religious people who are sort of like the head of the cult or whatever, and then they have guards, right? People who are like just guard them. This guy has the branded mark on his forehead of the wandering cult. So but you see like on that mark, like there's like black veins sort of like extruding from like going across his forehead from the brand. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you see like you've seen he's enthralled. You see like the guards of the cult are enthralled to the people they are protecting. So he's obviously a thrall of one of the opposition.
Okay. Does that mean he's a willing participant or an unwilling participant?
Would Cinna know the mark of the cult? I guess at this point, yeah. Right?
It matches your symbol. It matches your holy symbol.
Okay, yeah.
If it's the D, she would.
Yes, it matches your holy symbol. He's willing in the sense that he's not mindless, but he doesn't have the ability to disobey his master, if that makes sense. And a lot of these guys like gleefully, like would obey their masters even if they weren't marked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they're fanatical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question: does Cinna have advantage because she's hidden?
You'll find out.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering because it was sneak attack.
Yeah, I know. No, you'll find out. But you rolled pretty damn high.
Yeah. So she's going. Since she's gonna try and stab him with her dagger.
Go for it. You have advantage.
18.
Very good. That's actually just enough. 18's his AC. You reach out from the bush with your dagger and stab him right in the side of his knee. Roll your damage with sneak attack.
Yeah. So it's 1d4 plus 2d6, right? Yeah.
It's 1d4 plus your dexterity.
Plus 3. Yeah.
Plus. Yeah. And then plus your sneak attack damage. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so, this almost cripples him. As you pull the dagger out, you feel it on the way out. It's just cutting through every tendon in his knee on the way out. And he drops to one knee. You little bitch! As he sees you in the bush now, and he's like readying his sword to attack you.
Yes. So I'm going to use her.
He's technically prone. We'll see. Okay. Yeah.
Is he prone? Yeah. She's gonna disengage.
Okay.
with
Very
her
good.
second.
Very good. Okay.
And then how far? Oh.
You can move your full movement away.
Yeah. Gonna move here. That's
Okay.
25, yeah.
You all see Cinna scurrying out of the bush, dagger in hand, looking very kind of flustered towards you all.
Literally scurrying.
She just like slides underneath the ice demon's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like cursing at you. He's got to like shove his sword into the dirt just to keep himself upright to try to get back up onto his feet. That knee's destroyed. Okay. Your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. Ira.
Ira yells out to Cinna, "Are you okay?"
You can
I'm
answer.
fine.
Yeah, y'all can answer her. I don't care about like not talk. I would prefer you all talk back and forth during combat in characters.
I'm okay. Worry about yourself.
She doesn't respond to that, but then she looks towards the portal again. She's also looks at the blue creature, like the
It's an ice demon. Yeah, it's
ice demon.
You know demons. As a cleric, you know demons. You've never seen this specific ice demon, and you've also never seen a preteen girl riding on the back of an ice demon, but here we are.
Yeah, she looks a little surprised, or she's like a little obvious. She's just suspicious in general, but because they seem to be helping her, she shrugs it off. And then she looks towards the portal, and she summons a guiding bolt.
Very good. Do you want to try to roll to crit, or would you like to just take the hit? Crit would essentially double your damage. You have to roll a natural 20 to hit. The trade-off is if you roll a 1, you might hit one of your teammates instead.
If I roll a 1.
A 1. But anywhere in
What's
between 1 and
all the way
20,
up
you hit.
It's only a 5% chance.
So you have a 5% chance to really fuck up one of your friends. You also have a 5% chance to crit, and then everything in between is an automatic hit. So what you would do is you roll a d20 plus your spellcasting attack bonus, which I believe for you would be 6. So you would do /R space 1d20 plus 6. Or I think you can just click on the spell, and I think it'll do it too.
I don't have the spells in.
Okay, that's fine. I know a guiding bolt's
didn't
like
add them.
guiding bolt is the cleric bread and butter attack spell. It's like every cleric runs it. You should. It does like 3d8 damage, I think. It's really strong. As for a first level spell, it's like I think it and Chromatic Orb are like the 2 strongest first level spells in the game.
Yeah, it says that I can, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6.
Yes.
The damage on a level 1 guiding bolt is 4d6.
So okay. So you increase it for each spell level above 1. It increases the damage by 1d6.
Okay, you're just gonna use a level 1 though.
Word. All right. Do you want to roll to try to crit, or do you just want to hit it?
Yeah, we'll do the crit. So it's it's 1d20 plus 6.
Yeah. /R space 1d20 plus 6. Okay, very good. You hit.
So
Roll your
she hit.
damage.
And it's /R 4d6.
$11. As this starry black, almost kind of like a comet, extends from her hand and slams into the portal. The portal is losing its coherence. It's frantically like rippling and warbling. Is that your turn?
She's gonna end her turn.
Okay, very good. Orin.
Did Orin notice the happenings with the guard and
No, because Cinna was very well hidden, and the guard was on the other side of this very large shrubbery. So
Okie dokie.
no.
I just wanted to double check to make sure he didn't see that.
No.
He's just gonna whip another chromatic orb, a level 1 this time, up at the black portal, so we stop having to deal with the shady things.
You want to try to crit?
Yeah.
All right, roll it up.
No crit, but it did 17 damage.
Full damage. Not quite the same strength, but nonetheless, it gets the job done. Another ball of lightning shoots up towards the portal, making contact with it, and you hear a shattering sound like glass as the portal ripples so hard that it cracks and breaks and shatters apart. All the remaining shades, the few that were still around, evaporate. And you all are out of combat. We'll pause right there, take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll get right back to it. We've got like 30 minutes left, and we can do some quick story RP, and then we'll wrap up.
After these
Sick.
messages, we'll be right back.
Be right back after this quick break.
Are you leaving, Dano?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see blue.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
I wonder what did he give us a time jump?
I mean, must have been like 5 years.
Yeah, because how old was Blue?
She was
when
like
we
8.
last- Yeah, so 5 years makes sense. Now she's just this little angsty teenager fucking riding around in her blue demon.
Yeah, that thing almost fucking killed
Frost
me.
demon. Yeah, the thing he tried to eat you. I wonder what's been going on. Did Hephaestus pay his child support? Get that shit taken care of? Is Tolliver still a douche?
Oh, always.
Yeah, I had to throw a little fan service in there for the homies.
I'm okay with that. We were just trying to figure out what the time the time leap was, and it has to be like 5 years.
I still can't get over how cute Phelan is. It fucking cracks me up.
Yeah, so this is taking place like while you all are in the Feywild, and you know time is fucky in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have said it had to have been like 5 years.
Yeah, something like that. She's now like Blue is now like the de facto defender of the city. Like
That's wild.
yeah.
You're welcome.
But wait a minute. Back the bus up. I hate to be that guy.
You're gonna say something about Bucky?
Yep.
Bucky didn't go into the Feywild the same time you all did. He went in later, but the way that time works, he ended up like matching with you all. But he didn't go in at the same time you all did.
Okay.
So it's like 5 years into the future for Bucky, but it would have been like 30 minutes for you all in the Feywild.
Damn, Hephaestus'
Didn't
fucking
I-
back child support's gonna be heavy.
I'm back.
See, didn't I have that, or didn't we save that kid, the other tiefling from the Dream Realm?
Yes, there are more. Yeah, there are more of,
Yeah,
the,
but that-
of the blue
that-
tieflings, but
That
It's a
tiefling
bunch of
is that particular tiefling is in the other thing.
he's in his spirit is within the incubator.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He's becoming another AI. Yeah.
I was trying not to say it.
Well, I don't know what the magical term for artificial intelligence is, but
But no, I was trying not
Singularity.
To say it.
There
I
you
was
go.
trying not to say it so that because you just gave it away in case we were going to use that as like a.
I just remembered I was gathering an army of tiefling children
You,
child soldiers.
Yeah, you were.
You were.
Like,
Yeah. That was one thing we never really got to explore. That was really like I thought your thing where you were like made into a basically a weapon by Mephistopheles. Like he was trying to breed all these blue tieflings to make a perfect magical weapon. I thought your backstory was one of the cooler ones, like out of all of them.
yeah, that was fun.
I thought his backstory was cool too because he had a backstory.
That's your fault. You jumped into the game and were like, we'll just go.
Well, yeah, I never played it before.
No, I know, but
Literally the first time I ever played it.
your next character will have a backstory, I'm sure.
It's okay to have a backstory that's just, you know, I was raised.
Yeah,
dude.
it's okay.
I
Like,
exist.
like it's cool enough for a character's quote unquote story to start when the campaign starts, and then that character's
Yes.
story is just the campaign, which is perfectly fine too. Not everybody
Just
has
how I think it should be.
Yeah,
I don't like level 1 players having this extensive background that like makes them experts in their field. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's why I usually play like young characters.
Yeah.
It makes sense really to play someone old.
Yeah, 250-year-old gnome. That's young.
Huh?
We're level
It's a one
3.
shot. I wanted to play something I did a bunch of things I've never done before.
I'm just giving you shit. Don't yell at me.
I
was
will
just
yell
kidding.
at you.
Fine, yell at me.
No.
I don't care.
Okay.
I was just giving you crap. I've never run a sorcerer either, so or a caster, a pure caster.
you
For that matter.
played a cleric.
He's not a pure. I never played him as a pure
Clerics,
caster.
that's true. You didn't. You played him as a tank, but yeah.
Which is valid.
Which
it's,
is fine.
It's a valid
Yeah,
play.
as a forge cleric, it's valid. As a forge cleric, it is. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, his AC is like 22.
It was something silly.
No, it's 23.
I was gonna say it was like 23,
Yeah.
24, something like that. But yeah. So the town. All right, are we all back? All ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just set the scene again. Okay, so everything is settled. These monks here begin like finding people who are down around, and they begin performing triage. These guys are like medic ninjas, kind of. You begin trying to. You see a lot of people who were down, you thought dead, just kind of like pop back up as they're performing triage CPR, and you see them infusing ki into some of the down people, bringing them back. This one hops over here and begins healing the little dude who tried to help. Bucky goes, "Oh no, my building!" And he runs over here, and he begins like, just like doing everything he can to try to like put out the fires in the building. Blue hops down off of her ice demon, and she goes, "Coraline, would you please help Lord Bucky?" And you hear the demon just like, "Yes, mistress." As he comes over here and begins like summoning snow falling around the building. The snow actually sort of like protrudes around to like everything that's on fire around, and it's just like snowing hardcore. And it's concentrated enough to the point where like as the snow reaches the fire, it melts into water, and it almost becomes like it's like snowing that turns into rain as it hits the buildings, and the demon begins putting out the fire. Lady Blue walks over to the guard, and she takes the goggles off of her face and puts them on the top of her head, and she goes, "All right, bud, tell me what's going on." And he goes, "Milady, we were standing guard, everything was fine. All of a sudden, the portal appeared, and I don't know." She goes, "Okay, you can go." And he sheaths his sword, salutes her with a hand over his breastplate, and he begins going to help. She goes, "Now, who might you all be? Well, I guess first I should say thank you. Obviously you all were helping. Could maybe you all fill me in as to what was going on?" And you guys are sort of taken aback just a little bit by this 13-year-old talking to you all like she demands your answers.
I'm just gonna stare at Ira.
Ira's a little shocked, I guess, with her age as well as like everything that just happened. And she kind of stays silent for a little bit to see if anybody else says anything.
Is the guard that attacked Cinna just like chilling over there?
Do you want to go look?
Cinna's like staring at the direction of the guard.
So the bush is currently blocking your sight from him. The other side of the bush. You can't see through the bush to where he was.
Yeah, Cinna's gonna let them handle Blue, and she's probably gonna go look and see what happened to the guard.
You go over here. He is no longer there. Make an investigation check.
Key. Nat 20.
Oh, very good. You see a trail of blood leading east into the water. It goes into the water and then through it, and then you can see with a 26 the blood trail starting here and continuing this way.
Like extremely fresh.
Yes. Yeah, very fresh. You can see footprints within the blood as well, heading that direction.
Okay.
Like he is bleeding out of his ass trying to get away.
Okay. Then, unfortunately, this is like she's gonna follow the blood trail and not say anything because here she is.
Okay. You all can see Cinna trailing off that way. Blue kind of looks at you all and goes, "Well." Or Blue, sorry, did I say Cinna? I meant Blue. Blue looks at you and goes, "Well."
Pardon me. I'm gonna follow.
I
From a distance.
Blue just like puts her hands up, like in like what the fuck kind of like.
Like,
Something
Ira
tells
would
me this
also
is not
follow.
over.
Follow. Yeah, Ira would also follow. She'd be like, "What?"
You all just like ignore Lady Blue and just begin following.
All right.
Cinna.
Question: do any of us know who she is? Would any of us have any idea who Lady Blue is? Would that name mean anything to us?
Ah, God.
I'm asking.
I would.
like, would she be famous in this time?
Okay, she might be famous, but we just got here.
Make everybody roll a history check. Yeah, but her demon is famous, if anything.
Again, we just got here.
No, I know. You have to roll really fucking high, but roll a history check.
That's everybody. 17's the highest, sir.
Okay. Okay. The two of you who rolled a 17, in your travels here and gathering information about Ellengrad as you all were moving here, like progressing here, you would have heard of the blue demon that protects Ellengrad as well. That the Lord Steward Franz has a what's the word? Like has disciples that help defend the city as well, and the ice demon she's specifically referred to as the ice demon, is one of Lord Steward Franz's disciples. So you know her to be, you can put two and two together.
Okay, I'm not, like I said, just making sure that...
No, you're good.
'cause
You're good.
random little girl coming up and talking to the four of us, if we don't know who the hell she is, it's
And
not
she did
gonna be...
fall out of the sky on the back of a demon, but I got you. Yeah, no worries.
But, okay.
No, you're good. You do.
Context.
Yeah, you can put you can put two and two together.
As Oren starts to walk away, Lady Blue, I don't think whatever happened is over. I'm gonna follow my friends. That's not normal.
She goes, "Oh, one of you speaks. Great, thanks. Okay, well,
yeah.
I'll follow you too." And she whistles, and the demon just like comes to her side. She hops on its back, and they're gonna follow you all. She goes, "So, you gonna tell me what happened on the way, or are we just gonna walk in silence?"
I can't. I don't know.
Oh
but
God, great.
My dwarf or gnome friend is walking on a very straight path, like they're following something. So
As he says that, and the demon leaps in front of you, Cinna, and stops you cold in your tracks. She goes, "Okay, so are you gonna tell me what's going on?"
Senna looks up. And hold on. She's gonna consider her words for a moment. One of your guards is enthralled currently, and I'm following him.
Ooh, that doesn't sound very good. Okay, you got it. I'm in.
All right. So it goes back to following the blood trail.
You look at the blood. The demon leers down and licks the blood off of the ground, and then his head snaps. You see it just take off. This way. You all try to keep up?
Yeah.
It's moving
Try.
fucking fast. Okay. It's about double your all's speed at full pace.
I'm going to mount my mountain lion.
Okay, so you'll do a little bit better.
Line.
So you'll do a little bit better.
Can I just pick Senna up and walk with them? It's a gnome, right? I'm a dragonkin, dragonborn. I'm bigger than them.
Yeah.
She's 35 pounds, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's one arm.
Yeah. So you all are hustling. This
Orange
demon,
just gonna pick up Senna like a sack of potatoes,
So
from the back of her shirt, and just running to catch
And
up.
Ira's just trying to keep up as well.
we will go because you all make your way out of the space. You guys try to keep up with this ice demon. Luckily enough, it leaves a trail of ice and snow in its wake as it's moved. So even if you lose sight of it, you can continue to follow the snow trail. And we will go to the city map.
Senna's grumbling under her breath as she's like getting carried about how she didn't need the ice demon's help, how she could have done this all on her own.
So you all are about here in the market square. Okay. The demon is traveling this way, and after just a time goes by, a couple of minutes, you all don't see it, but you hear the sound of a man shrieking out in pain, and then you hear the sound of ice like cracking, and then a man like something slamming into something, and then eventually you all get to this water here, and you can see that there's a big statue in the middle of this. I don't know what you would call it. This circle in the middle of this waterway here. There's a river that runs down from the mountain that runs into the city and through the city. The city is sort of built around this splitting river that runs down out of the mountain. Here in the middle here, there is a statue of three entities. A woman who is dressed in like wizardy garbs with a big staff, holding the staff high. And at the top of the staff, there is a crystal, and it is emanating blue gold light. There is I can't remember who's on the statue. There's a man crouched with two daggers crossed in front of his face. He is an elf, and Traxix. Yeah, that's who it is. And he's like standing in guard with the two blades crossed in front of his face in front of the woman. And then there is Cat. A man.
Cassius.
A man with a bow looking the opposite direction from the other two with a
Casimir.
Casimir. Back to back with his bow fully drawn, looking the other way. There's a plaque as you all run up. It says "Monument to the Fallen," monument to our fallen friends, and it is in the dead center of the city. You do know that the city is protected magically from teleporting in and out, and this monument isn't just a monument; it's very special. But as you all get closer, you can see there is a man who is basically plastered to the statue and encased in ice with everything but his head. Sorry, his head is sticking out. Everything else is encased in ice as he's plastered to the statue, and the ice demon is slowly like prowling up to him. Lady Blue looks back and goes, "This is the one you're talking about?"
Is it? Like, does Senna think, like, is it the person?
As you all get closer and you see the mark on his forehead, it's definitely him. And now, Why? What the fuck? Get the helicopter. A helicopter goes above it. The dragon.
Huey. All of a sudden, there's like six M60 machine guns getting fired into the water.
I gotta get that one. I gotta get that one off my list. Yeah, and as you get closer, Ira, you can see the branding of a thrall on his forehead as well. So yes, Cinna, this is the man who attempted to attack you in the bush.
Cinna's gonna just give a little thumbs up to Miss Blue.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to do with him? What's going on?
How close are they? Like, how close is everybody?
Everyone's within 5 feet of each other. You guys are like right up on the statue. Everybody's like arrayed around the statue. Everyone's within like 5 feet.
I meant like to the. Okay, and the guy isn't.
Yeah, even like everyone to everything is about. You all are all huddled around each other.
Ira notices the symbol or whatever we said that he had on his forehead, and then she kind of just has a little bit of a shocked look on her face. Not too shocked.
Make a history check.
Sorry, squirrel brain.
Okay, you actually know this guy. He's one of the he is the current high priestess's. He's one of her guard. His name is Lutheran.
Not just some random dude.
He looks at you. He looks at you over the demon, and he goes, "Shit, you were here." He just sort of like looks resigned. He knows he can't do anything. He looks at you and he goes, "You know they're gonna get you, right? I'm not going to be the last one. Druk will find you again."
She then mumbles under her breath, "I thought I had more time." And then she looks at him and like a face. I don't want to say.
You don't
Sorry,
deserve it. You don't deserve it, and you know that. You don't deserve to be High Priestess. You should quit. You should kill yourself now and save everybody the fucking trouble. Blue looks at him and then looks at you and he goes, "That's not really fucking nice, man. You want me to kill him? Or like what do you want me to do with him?"
Her looks conflicted. She pauses for a second. And then she says, or she goes, "He could have more information. You shouldn't kill him just yet."
Blue goes, "Ooh, yeah, you're right." And she pats the ice demon and she goes, "Coraline, let's try that thing that we just learned." And Coraline goes, "Yes, mistress." That's this big, long, icy claw. As he brings it up, and the claw's like think of like Alien, like as in like Alien versus Predator, like the Alien, like it's that long of a claw. You see the tip. She touches the forehead, and then the claw goes into his forehead. And as the claw goes deeper and deeper, he starts screaming in agony. His eyes go blank white. And then eventually the screaming stops, but his mouth is hanging open and air is just sort of like passing through it. As he was screaming so hard, his vocal cords just ripped. And he's just like, "Ugh!" Few seconds go by. The demon Coraline retracts her claw. Blue looks up for a second, like closes her eyes and takes a deep breath as if she's sort of like downloading the information from the demon. She goes, "Ooh, shit, they really don't like you." Then Blue turns and looks at you and goes, "What? Who are you? Why do they want to kill you so badly? I mean, it's all he can think about. Just kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her. His mind was full of nothing else."
Ira tries to. Ira like ignores the question, but instead asks, "Did you know? Like, did you see how they knew we were here? Or like?"
Well, actually, this one has been stationed here for a while and was waiting. They have multiple people stationed in almost every big city on the continent. He reported via... You see the demon reaches in to through the ice and into his abdomen, area, and then pulls out a stone. Just via this. It's a sending stone, and the demon tosses it across the walkway towards you all. You can have it. I don't need it. I don't want it. But that's how they did it. And that's how they knew you were here. But look, guys. I know you all have this, stoicism thing going on. And apparently you all are being hunted by him and whoever the fuck he is. But I can't help you all if you all don't let me know what's going on. Okay? And this is sort of well, it's like my city now. Now that, Master Franz and them aren't here. So, if you want help, I'll help you. Master Franz would want me to help you, but if you're gonna keep stonewalling me, then I just don't know what to do for you. I know a lot. I'm smart, and if I don't know it, we can go to the library and find out. They have everything. The library is 3 millennia old. They have books from 3 ages ago in there. I'm not even lying. It's so cool. It's where I train, actually.
Ira, you should tell the lass and be done with it.
Ira looks towards Zinna. Before
Senna gives a small nod.
They're after me. Obviously, as you can tell. I'm supposed to become High Priestess, and I'm on this journey currently. And they don't want me to survive, as you can also tell.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't go into any other detail.
So, why did you come here, then?
We were just passing through the area.
Okay.
Senna gives Ira a look and then interrupts and says, "Is there information on portals in your library?"
Ooh, well, I mean, Lord Steward Tolliver would probably know more, or Lord Steward Franz would know more, but they're, gone. But, I mean, we can go search the library. Like I said, it's got more books than you could, ever read in, a lifetime. So, I mean... Oh, I got it! Oh, man. What's that guy's name? That stuffy elven motherfucker. What's his name? Randolphus. You know who I bet would know? Randolphus would know. Let's go find Randolphus.
Stuffy elven motherfucker.
He's the guy that makes sure she eats her vegetables and gets to bed on time now. So she
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are her parents?
Where are her parents? Who knows?
Do you all say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
It's in a
They're actually out.
I did.
They're actually out.
I did. I absolutely mumbled that. I'm looking at this little girl and going, where are your... Who? What?
They're working the farms. They work the farms. They work the farms. Actually, well, my mom is actually like the head housekeeper of like the government fortress. So like we could. I mean, that's where we're going. That's where Randolphus is. So like, my mom's there, but like, I'm strong. Me and Coraline got this. Like, what do I need my parents for?
I think we should just go fast to the library or wherever we need to go. They know we're here anyways.
Yeah, Randolphus can search the library like magically. I don't know how to do it because like books are boring, but let's just go find him and he can help you. He's way better at this kind of thing than I am. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what do you want to do with him? He's just like the guy's so plastered to the thing. He's like technically alive, but he looks like he's dealt with the lady from The Ring movie. So like he's just sort of catatonic at the same time, but he's like still alive. So what do you want to do with him? He can't stay here.
I think we should just put him out of his misery.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you say that out? Oh, go ahead.
No, did you want to say anything before the demon like shoves its hand through his head?
Oh no, I was gonna. Yeah, go ahead. You're
Okay,
good.
the ice demon like shoves his hand through his head and rips out his brain and then just like eats it. You just hear like ice crunching in its mouth as it devours the brain. She goes, "Okay, cool. Follow me this way." And
Ira winced.
she heads off. Yeah, she heads down this way and heads towards the west of where you all are. The government fortress is here. But that is where we will stop for the evening.
The poor guy died very gruesomely. Oren was gonna just peacefully put him out of his misery.
Yeah, she wanted him to die. She didn't know she was gonna die that way. That's why she winced. She was like, "Oh." But
Yeah, because they probably had to kill lots of people during the journey, so they're all like, you're like, yeah, we're all comfortable. Brain gets
you're like, you can
ripped
kill
out
him, and then he like,
and eat it.
Demons gotta eat, baby. Well, that is it